Right, this is really tedious. This hard cement, it's very difficult to get off. So I'm going to cut some vertical grooves in the cement in between the bricks. You know, I know from the other side there aren't any going horizontally across or anything like that. So I'm going to cut some slots into the cement in between the bricks so I don't mark them, and I might cut some down the sort of centre, but not fully down to the brick. Hopefully it'll just help us a bit. So cover your ears. I'm pretty certain where these two pieces are here, it's where on the other side the pieces of wood come down from the wooden sill that's still there. Obviously they've taken it out of this side, and I think they've then just filled all this in with this cement, which is a nightmare.
Okay, so 8 oranges has made 700 mils of orange juice, which I think is pretty good. To say that some of them are quite small. Looks nice. I'm just thinking I might need to sieve it before we put it in there. Yeah. I'm going to sieve that. You can see it's got quite a lot of pips and pith in it. So I'm going to sieve that before I put it in the bottle, in theory. Oh, actually not.
No, that's what we've got here.
Which is the...
This one feels like it's not going to make much in. No, that's full.
Yeah, okay. What size are they?
I don't know, they've got to be a litre and a half, haven't they?
There was
so
700, I think I've done... There must be more than that, because I must have done 4 or 5 700 millilitres, I think.
Well, there might be 2. I mean, the litre and a half's are this big, but they're not as wide, so probably 2 litres.
Yeah.
Let's have a try.
Oh, it doesn't look too... It looks... The sieve's worked, hasn't it?
Yeah, not many bits.
I like a few bits, but there was a lot otherwise. It's slightly sharp.
Yeah, no we knew it.
But it's not horrible.
No, it's alright.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, it is a little bit sharp. But
It's January.
it's
And we've got
mid-January,
oranges.
so they've not had as much sun as what they would do through the summer. They need picking. I don't think they're going to get any sweeter.
No.
We're not getting a great deal of sun now, so. But
This is where you'll find me every weekend, the foreseeable then, because you can't even tell where I've been today.
it's nice though. You could put a spoonful of sugar in, I suppose, but then.
What did I
No.
say? I said that I did 8 oranges for 700 ml, and I think I've done 5 700 mils.
Yeah.
Obviously, they've
so,
lost some in pith and stuff.
Yeah,
So
basically.
how many? 8 times 5 is 40.
Yeah.
40 oranges. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not far off an orange per 100 ml, which is
Yeah,
pretty
I think-
good.
Yeah.
And we've got about 1,000 oranges on the
Yeah,
tree.
That's what I was saying. You can't tell I've even picked 10.
So 10 oranges a litre.
I
you
mean,
work
some of
it
them
out.
are completely inaccessible, aren't they? At the
Yeah,
top.
yeah.
there?
It's just the tree's got to be 10 metres high, so we're not going to get some of them.
Unless they drop.
And literally, we've got nowhere really to store it. We've got no freezer. We've got limited friends to give it to. So
Yeah.
we'll use what we can. And
I'm sure it's surprising how much
Yeah.
we'll drink. And if anyone has any ideas what we can do with orange peel, I hate to be wasteful, but they're not good for compost piles. You're not supposed to put them on the compost pile. So
not many anyway. We could put some of
you
them
can
in with
make
the olives.
cleaning
Not much.
fluid with it, but how much cleaning fluid do I need when we're living in a little box?
Well, that's true.
But yeah, if anyone's got any ideas what we can do with it, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, but anyway, that's nice that.
I know what would make it a bit nicer.
Prosecco.
Box fizz.
Yeah, we might do that later. Right, on that note, it's cold.
It is. And it looks like it's going to rain.
It's cold and it's going to rain, so we're going to light the fire, have a beer, maybe a bottle of Bucks Fizz. So we'll catch you later. Oh, so part of today's task, I'm going to carry on with this render. So we'll plod on this morning for an hour. We'll have some lunch, come back and finish it this afternoon, and hopefully we'll have an end result for you. I can't put my thumb up because, well I can't quite see it. I've got to quickly come in at this point. You're probably looking at this and saying, well, what are them holes in the wall? Well, the holes in the wall, two underneath each window, are basically where the skirting boards have been affixed to the wall. To the back face of the skirting board, at these 2 points will have been 2 cylindrical pieces of wood, only about, well, I don't know, 15-20 centimetres long maximum, gone into the wall. And the reason that you would have been able to see the ends of them from the outside is because the wall directly underneath the window is only very thin. It's only, like I said, maybe 15 centimetres thick to here, which is the floor level. Below that it goes back to being 50-60 centimetres wide. The same above and the same at either side. It's the normal thickness, you know, sort of 2 foot, 50-60 centimetres. But directly below the window, this section here is only this sort of thickness. So that's what them holes are for, just in case you were wondering. If you weren't, I've just wasted about a minute of your time and I apologise for that. But it's quite interesting to see. You won't see them at any other point other than under the windows, because obviously at the other points the wall is, as I've just said, very thick. So, you know, we'll only go into the wall so far, so bit of useless information for you there. Right, my little task this afternoon for a few hours is just to clear up this area around the compost pile and the well. It's got a bit overgrown. In the middle here there's a big pile of soil that we've dug out from the well, so I want to clear that as well, get it all levelled off. Not going to film it 'cause I think Becky's going to go inside and do some render, chipping off of the render inside on this back wall, and we've only got one camera, we've only got one chisel, so can't help her with that, and you see enough of me, so I thought it'd be quite nice for you to see a bit of Becky doing something, and then you don't have to watch me pulling weeds up again. I don't know why I wasn't really expecting these bricks to be around it, but I probably should have done, really, thinking about it with a bit of hindsight, but I wasn't. The sort of fascia to them, this sort of concrete fascia is just wet through, it's just dropping off really. So we're going to take it off. It's got the harder cement concrete around it, so we're going to try and get that off as well, and probably take these bricks out. We'll see what happens when we've got all the cement off. I'm not sure yet really, but we'll get it removed, see what's there, and go from there really. And then I'll finish my brew. Just to give you some perspective of how painful this job is, it's taken me about an hour and a half probably, just to clean these top sort of 3 stones here, and then bits off down that side. You know, I'm nowhere near finishing. I've got this side to do, and I've still got to finish, you know, detail this side, so to speak. But it's, you know, it's just painful. You'll see it in like a 30-second time-lapse clip. You know, it doesn't give you any impression of how painful it is, this harder sort of cement, concrete, whatever it is, render. But we'll continue on, and if I can keep these 2 out of the way for more than 5 minutes. Hey. Render off, and what are you doing? What's up? What? Hey, what's the matter? What's up? What are you doing? Hey? Go on, go on, good girl. Hey, what's the matter? Oh, jealous. Hey, what you doing? Hey, what's the Ralph doing? Get out of the bulb. Don't lick me now. Go on, go on, off you go, go on. Downstairs room, and yeah, this is becoming familiar. Dear me. Oh dear. Oh